Wake up, number 47. Good afternoon, guys. Coming to you from my quarantine out here in LA. I came out here to take care of a couple of things. One big fundamental reason, and a lot of other little side missions, and another big reason. So, I want to talk about your best life. What does that look like? Are you living it right now? Is it the $18 an hour job that you just got that makes you think, man, now I'll be really happy? You know, because I'm making an extra, I don't know, $120 a week. Could pay for 10 packs of cigarettes. 11 probably, actually. 10.97. So, if it is, then congratulations. You've made it. And that's awesome. And if you've made it, you should be in a place of perpetual bliss, accompanied by the occasional moment of downdrawn, brought on by occasional moments of fear. You know, could be somebody comes into your life, right? And they're acting a certain way. And you think, yeah, man, this person's really a narcissist. Pretty sure I got a narcissist on my hands. Maybe it's a girlfriend, maybe a new boss, whatever. And you think to yourself, man, I really fucking hate this guy. You know? He's just super into himself. And he does some sidewind-ish shit to make me feel fucked up. What if I told you that person's attributes or qualities that you're looking at that you don't like is actually a manifestation of what you see inside of yourself? Would you tell me I was fucking nuts? Or would you take a look at that? And would you start to take notice of the relationships in your life? Start to realize that not everything is exactly as it seems. In fact, it's completely different than what it seems. But it's fucking cool. Alright. So, I'm going to hit you with this quote that I came up with. It's kind of summarized my journey here so far. And it's, my whole life I was trying to be the hero. And now I'm just trying to kill him. What the fuck does that mean? Well, so, for as long back as I can remember, I've had a hero complex. And the reason I have this hero complex, and I feel like I have to save the day, you know, whether it's the girl, you know, or the friend who's strapped on cash and down on his luck, or whatever the situation, Lord knows there was certainly enough of them that manifested over and over and over and over and over. Well, why? It's because I was making it so. With my thoughts. I was making it so. I was creating situations that I could conquer, so you could pat me on the back and think of how fucking special I am. Because, and this isn't going to be a newsflash for most of you, some of you, because I'm a fucking narcissist. Or I have narcissistic tendencies. Maybe not full blown, but I have narcissistic tendencies for sure. A fact that I stumbled upon today through my research. You know, I was in denial about this for, I don't know, up until about 3 hours ago, I guess. And you would imagine that this would be news that you would receive and be like, ugh, narcissist? Ugh, I'm the worst. But I didn't react like that. No, in fact, it was relieving. It was relieving because I had something to be thankful for now. You know, I had a process to conclude and wrap up in working on some of my inner demons. I would like you to take notice, if you've been watching videos from me for a minute, I guess maybe about 10 months or so since I went up to Maine, I would like you to take notice to my energy in my earlier videos on the farm, to my energy in this video right now. Do you see a difference? A difference in energy, mannerisms, anything? I'm going to point one thing out to you. I'm going to point out the calmness that's inside me right now. For anybody who knows me on a deep level, or even not even that deep of a level, should know and remember that I am a ball of energy, an unstoppable force. I probably paced, I guess, somewhere probably about 14 miles a day, every day, for a long time. You know, I think that was because of the thoughts. Because I also have a mind that doesn't stop too. And it's constantly pacing. I'm learning to slow it down. I'm learning to control it. And it's fucking beautiful. And I strongly suggest you do the same. Because coming up on us soon is going to be a cloudy fucking time. And the stiller your mind, the more secure and safe you're going to feel. We're going to be undergoing a change. It's a great change. We should be thankful for this change and show gratitude for it. And thank the earth and the universe. Thank you so fucking much. Because this world that we have, despite how it feels right now, is heaven on earth. We have heaven right here. We just choose to make it a shitbag disaster because of our own insecurities and thought processes that we put out in the world. If you spend all day thinking negative thoughts, what kind of fruit do you think that's going to bear? If you spend all day thinking positive thoughts, what kind of fruit do you think that's going to bear? Think back when you had a sick relative. Not that I hate to bring you back there, but because I don't. That's not true. That's my old thinking, my old conditioned thinking, and my old programming. Go back to when you had a family, a loved one that passed away. Maybe of a disease, maybe cancer, heart attack. Not heart attack. It would have to be something like cancer. Something that kills you slowly, or a little slower, I should say. And ask yourself this, and some of us have people that have beat the odds, that have looked in the face of the odds against their cancer, and have laughed in the face of those odds, and got an extra 20 years. Well, why? Versus somebody who gets diagnosed terminally ill, starts to believe that, it just takes it as fact and says, okay, yeah, that's what's going on with me, and I'm a goner. And it's not that these people, let me think how to word this. It's not the finding peace and accepting death part that I'm talking about. That's a beautiful part. That's a beautiful piece. Because there is no such thing as death. Energy just keeps going. It's the buying into what somebody else is telling us. I know. They're doctors. I get it. But buying into that we have a 5% chance to live, so 95% of the time we're going to die. Well, if I start to tell myself that every day, when I'm supposed to be recovering, I'm going to limit my capabilities, and I'm going to put myself in a fucked up spot. All I'm saying is positivity, a positive outlook, staying focused on positive results will net you a much better result. And I don't care what your situation is. I don't care how poor you are. I don't care how sick you are. Shit, I don't care how ugly you are. You're looking for love? It's there. It's there for you. And nobody's ugly. I don't mean it like that. I'm joking. Maybe it's a bad joke. They can't all be good. Whatever it is that you want is right on the tip of your fingers. It's right there. There's just some work you got to do to make it happen. Work that I am the king of procrastinating. But it's time. So, we'll get to it. So the hero complex, the killing of the hero. The killing of the hero is like a sword to my ego. And my ego is fierce. So fierce. Alright? So I had to take a swipe at him. I stuck one deep dagger in, and he's hurting now. And I'm thankful for that. I'm going to continue to take other stabs at them. Because ultimately, the only thing standing in my way is still me. And I've been like, shit, I'm like 50 days deep here. 50 days deep into trying to crack this code. And, close. Really, really close. And, so, I'm gonna get off this video here, post this little piece up, and I'm gonna get to my emails, get to my applications, and I'm gonna do what I gotta do. And I'm gonna show you still how to do this thing. I'm gonna show you how to manifest anything and everything you ever wanted. So you should start trying to figure that out. Remember that be careful what you wish for piece? That's a real piece too. Be thorough in your thoughts. Be sure you want what you think you want. You know, I don't want to say that there's consequences. I have a different take on consequences today. But there are options. Different options come with different pros and cons. It's no different than when you're selecting a career or a school or a dog groomer. You know, if you look at Yelp reviews and stuff. Be specific. You know, you gotta know where you're going in order to get there. So I'm really grateful to be out here. I went to this amazing 24-hour long, it was 2 days, 12 hours a day, this amazing seminar put on by these amazing people out of Costa Rica. I believe the name of the organization is Awaken Live. And they have a either 12 or 24 week seminar in Costa Rica. And after being with these people for a day, my heart tells me that that's where I need to go, because they helped bring me to here. Their teachings brought me to a place of, I ain't gonna say inner peace, like, because it ain't like that. I'm not like Gandhi over here, you know, just like chilling all day every day, just like hunger fasting, you know, because I'm pissed off at something. You know, it's not like that. But the clarity of mind, the peace and serenity that I have today, right now, it's I've never seen it before. This is new. And I want it for you. I do. I want it for you, and it's possible. You gotta want it for you. And you gotta remove the blockages, and you gotta remove the attachments. You know, I had to let go of the outcomes of situations because I was so focused on them. Oh, if my kid's mother doesn't act like this, then this is like this. Or if my girl doesn't act like that, then that's like this. As soon as I put that into action, I'm making that a reality. So today I'm focused on continuity and co-parenting with my kid's mother. Focused on being a man, not being the man, just worried about being a man. And focus on doing what a man does. Provide, protect, teach. You know, we got the ball rolling, so it's good. It's a good thing. You know, as far as everything else goes, my personal relationships with people, you know, I love people no matter where they're at. You know, think about it like a large sliding scale. You know, on one end you got people that are like 100% pro GMR, pro Steve Rinaldi. I love them to death. Then you got the people who would like to see somebody drop a fucking anvil on my head. Like we're in a Bugs Bunny cartoon. Or Roadrunner. Well, I love them too. My reasons for loving them today are different than they used to be. I think I mentioned this last time. I used to do it just out of spite. Oh, you don't like me? Well, I love you. Look at your little cheeks. Come here, look at your little cheeks. Why don't you throw your little hissy fit? Oh, yeah, so cute. You're so cute. But today, I love them for showing me a part of myself that I want to learn to control and keep at bay. You know, for showing me sometimes what I don't want to see out of myself, what I know is in there and exists, because I've felt it before. I want to keep that at bay. I want to keep that at bay. So, yeah, man, I don't know. I love you guys. Oh yeah. Get some food and water. Small stockpile. Maybe like 6 weeks supply. Give or take. Okay? And remember this. This is important. When you're dealing with your fears and you're faced with your greatest fear, there's only one way to go. You march right fucking through that shit. You march right fucking through the middle of that shit and know that I am protected. I will be okay. As long as I am not afraid. As long as you are not afraid. So, the last part, I believe to be very important. And I hope you find it useful. And again, thanks for the love, thanks for the support. If there's, I'll read through the comments, and I always read through the comments. I've been very disconnected from my phone since I've been out here, so I haven't been as active on social media. And I just don't give a fuck. You know, my new mantra is, I don't know, and I don't care. Because it was, for a long time, it was, well, I know. When somebody says something, they'll be telling me something. They'll be like, well, Steve, this is like, I'm like, I know. Don't you know who the fuck I am? I'm Steve Rinaldi. I know everything. I'm all-knowing, all-seeing. Fuck Oz. Steve Rinaldi, bitch. Arrogant prick. And, you know, today I'm consciously aware of the fact that the most dangerous piece of information that you can receive is a concept or idea that you believe to be true, no matter what. And that you will not shift your focus from. You will not consider other alternatives. That is the most dangerous piece of information. Be like the water, man. I think Bruce Lee said that shit. Be fluid. Like a cup of water. It's conforming to its surroundings, you know? Well, maybe that's kind of a adverse message. Don't conform to your surroundings. That's not what I want you to do. The fluidness of the water. Forget about the conforming. The water has the fluid thing right. The conform thing, they're all fucked up. Don't be listening to water. Water's amazing. I love water. All right, I'm gonna go. That's it, man. I love you guys very much. I appreciate everything, and I hope that you guys have a great afternoon. I'm gonna be putting up a couple more videos before the whole thing comes tumbling down. Peace and love.